How's everybody doing? Dan here, betterski.com. I'm coming at you today from Snow Basin, Colorado on a partly sunny, partly snowing kind of. We had powder conditions earlier this morning. Now it's just kind of getting tracked out. A lot of bumps, a lot of crud. Really kind of a leg work out here in the afternoon. Which is fine though, because I was taking out these Pioneer 96s from Icelantic. So these Icelantic skis are obviously like really cool. They all have a really beautiful design on them. But the real question is, do they perform on the snow? So we just took them for a few laps. Like I said, there was a lot of crud, some real kind of choppy groomer conditions. I tried to find some fresh tracks just to see what they felt like in those. And this is what I think. I have to admit that I had a really great time on these skis. They felt really super playful. The edges felt like they were locked in when I was making turns, even at high speeds. The demo guy, he's like, make sure to get them up to speed and turn them. So I did my best to go as fast as possible and get them up on edge. And I really could feel that edge was locked into that turn all the way around. Turn initiation was easy, just a little bit of edge pressure. The side cut on these things likes to make turns. At the end of the finish, there's really not a lot of camber there. And for a rocker ski, it felt like they had like the pop from a rocker or from a traditional camber on the exit of the turn. I'm really kind of surprised. I'm looking at this shape for the first time. There's really not a lot of camber there. However, it felt like they had good camber, because at the exit of the turn they did like to come out. There was some energy there for you. At 9,600 foot, it makes this as like a really great all mountain kind of ski. Or if you're the guy that just wants to have one pair of skis, skiing for 6 years and then buy a new pair of skis, this is the type of ski that I highly recommend for those guys, because really this ski can do it all. You can ski it off the top in some deeper powder. Not an ideal width underfoot for deeper powder, but I did go cruise it through some powder here, some really light Utah powder, and I really wasn't getting hung up too bad, and they were floating and turning. So I pass them on the deep powder, grade, even though they're not going to be ideal for anything that's a foot or better deeper. However, on any other days besides a fresh deep powder day, these things are going to work all over the mountain. They were fairly they busted through the crud fairly effortlessly. They're not the dampest ski I've ever skied. I could definitely feel the vibrations under my feet, more so than some other brands. But it really wasn't terrible. I wasn't getting my brain rattled in my head or anything like that. I took them through some moguls. They turn really fast, left to right, really quick, fast. Probably because of this this rocker in the tip here. It really kind of helps you wash them around from left to right without worrying about getting your edges caught up. I did. At one point in the run, I got a little back seat. The light was kind of low. My legs were getting tired, and I could tell that these skis really don't turn very well if you're in the back seat. So therefore, I would not recommend these for a beginner skier. These things definitely do like to be skied. They felt kind of like a couple little missiles under my feet. They like to go fast. They like to be turned. Probably though, if you're a beginner level skier, you're not gonna be able to stay forward enough on these skis to really enjoy the playfulness of them. But anywhere like upper intermediate, pushing into the advanced category would be a good entry kind of point for these skis. And then anywhere up to an expert skier is going to have a fun time cruising around on these skis. If you're going to be spending a lot of time kind of cruising groomers with your friends, hanging out, kind of taking it nice and easy, top to bottom, left to right, hitting all the kind of conditions, these skis are going to work for you in all those conditions. I did not get to ski them on like super steep terrain or really deep powder, so I'm looking forward to grabbing a pair of these back home in Mammoth. Really trying to open up the speed on them to see what the limitations are as far as the edge hold with the speed goes. But as far as I can tell, after the runs that I've taken here from blues to black diamonds, they really could withstand any of those conditions that you're going to experience out on the mountains. So I really did thanks to Icelantic for making a really fun ski to ski on. Really quickly, I've got the Lang Freeride 130 boots here. I like a 130 flex in my boot. Kind of a racing fit, but they don't really feel like racing boots really too much. Again, thanks Icelantic, and this is Dan from betterski.com, and we'll see you out on the slopes.